Story Whispers of Hollow Creek. Hollow Creek was once a bustling mining town nestled deep in a valley surrounded by towering pines. In the late 1800s, the mines unearthed a trove of silver, drawing hundreds of settlers with dreams of wealth. But as quickly as it rose, Hollow Creek fell. In 1899, a cave-in killed dozens of miners, and whispers of a curse began to spread. Within a year, the town was abandoned. For decades, Hollow Creek lay in silence, forgotten by all but the occasional thrill-seeker or historian. One such visitor was Claire Sutton, a journalist investigating ghost towns for her latest feature. She arrived on a crisp autumn morning, armed with a notebook, a camera, and a curiosity that bordered on recklessness. The town was eerily preserved. Wooden storefronts leaned precariously, their windows broken but still bearing faded signs. General store, saloon, blacksmith. The church stood at the edge of town, its bell rusted but intact. Claire felt the weight of the past pressing down on her as she walked the dirt streets. As she explored, Claire noticed peculiarities. Despite the stillness, she heard faint whispers, too soft to make out, but unmistakably human. Shadows danced in the corners of her vision, only to vanish when she turned her head. The air felt thick, heavy with something she couldn't name. At the saloon, she found an old ledger on the bar, its pages yellowed and brittle. Most entries listed mundane transactions, drinks, meals, but one caught her eye. Room 3, paid by Monsieur Devereaux, October 31st, 1899. The date struck her. It was the same year the town was abandoned. Claire's curiosity pulled her upstairs to room 3. The door was ajar, the room untouched since the town's heyday. A bed with a sagging mattress, a cracked mirror, and a dusty oil lamp were its only furnishings. But on the nightstand lay a journal, its leather cover cracked with age. The entries told the story of Marie Devereaux, a miner's wife. She wrote of strange occurrences, miners hearing voices in the tunnels, tools moving on their own, and the growing sense that something ancient and malevolent lurked beneath the earth. Her final entry read, "The whispers grow louder each night. They say the town has angered the spirits of the mountain. Tomorrow we leave, before it's too late." As Claire read, the room grew colder. The whispers returned, louder now, and unmistakably coming from the hallway. She stepped outside and saw shadows pooling at the end of the corridor, coalescing into a dark, human-like form. Panic gripped her, but her legs felt rooted to the spot. The figure raised an arm, pointing toward the stairs. Suddenly the floorboards groaned beneath her feet, and the building shuddered. Adrenaline surged, and Claire ran, stumbling down the stairs and out into the street. The town was no longer silent. Every building seemed alive with whispers and movement. Figures moved behind the broken windows, their faces obscured but their eyes glowing faintly. The church bell began to toll, its deep chime echoing through the valley. Claire sprinted to her car, her breath ragged. As she drove away, she glanced in the rearview mirror. Hollow Creek stood bathed in the glow of the setting sun, its buildings seemingly untouched. But standing in the middle of the street was the dark figure, watching her leave. She never returned to Hollow Creek, but when she developed the photos from her trip, she found something chilling. In every image, no matter where she pointed her camera, the shadowy figure was there, watching from the edges. Hollow Creek was a ghost town in more ways than one, and its secrets, Claire realized, were meant to stay buried.